Hi everyone. So we are TREO, your path to cleaner air. So air quality is a serious issue, and it's ever growing. In our industrial modern world, 4.7 million people can be directly contributed to, the death of them can be directly contributed to poor air quality, both indoors and outdoors. It is being measured, but that measurement currently lacks context and it lacks a personal touch, we feel. And for us looking at this, we want to see who is most affected by it. So from our research, we found it's the elderly, the very young, and people with serious illnesses such as lung disease and asthma. It's particularly relevant when you're active. We said within our primary market should first be children, because it's such a serious issue, and the standard child going through a city does so in a buggy or a pram, which is right beside cars, which is such a serious source of pollution. We found one study that said there's a 17% increase in the likelihood of you getting asthma for every 5 ppb of NO2 you're experiencing on average every day, and there's such a small increase. So we decided to do something about it. So through a process of ideation and getting inspiration from nature, brainstorming various forms and shapes that it could take, we created TREO, your personal protection pal. So TREO is a wearable device. I have one here. You can clip onto your arm, onto your child's buggy, onto your waist, and measure the ambient environment around you. So how does it work? It measures NO2, CO, particulate matter, temperature, humidity, and light. It uses a Nordic semiconductor chip to your phone, and then that data is then stored in the cloud. And there's a base station you can also optionally purchase that you can charge it via. Otherwise, you can use a regular USB charger. And there's an ambient display on the base station that can give you locally relevant information about your personal exposure to poor air quality. The app is very important. The app, as you can see there on the left, gives you your personal information, but key to that is that to a lot of people doesn't mean anything, so we felt that we should have smart actions that you can take. So for instance, on Google Maps, why not have a plugin where, as well as doing the fastest route and the shortest route, why can't you do the cleanest or the greenest route? If you're a runner, why can't you be told by your app, you've had a very, very, very poor air quality week, so take a run a little bit earlier, because we know from the crowdsourced data and from scraping data from the web as well, we've contextualized and we know that in your area at 6 a.m. is better than at 7 a.m. So you're probably thinking, well, are other people doing this? There are. At the government level, people like the EPA measure this. They use very high quality but very disparate sensors. There are institutions and research units trying to do it at a more granular level. But it's not personal to the person, and it's not, it just can't be everywhere. So we felt that TREO would be able to give you complete coverage, and then we felt by combining them all, we would then be able to do, we would be able to have a group of information that would turn kind of a quantified self-device into kind of maybe a quantified city. Always important, how much we feel it would cost. And we talked to who might be in the audience, Brian Garvey, I don't see him. There he is. He helps us out a lot on the bill of materials costing. We thought we can retail the device for $89. And that would give us a very healthy margin, because the bill of materials and manufacturing will cost $27.10. It's approximately 300%. I'm being told to stop, but thank you very much. We'll sell it through these guys, there's other markets, and other people who talk about it. And we're all very happy people who like to shop. Can I answer any questions you might have?
How far did you get to the prototype?
Okay. So in terms of the prototype, we had an API that could accept data, we had sensors that could read information, and we had an app that could display that data, so you can see the flow of information. We had an ambient display here, which I don't think we turned on. No, we turned it off. It'll turn on in about 10 seconds. Run an electric input, which we were very happy that was provided to us. We tried to use an array of technologies. They're currently not connected, but it'd be very easy to do so because we built an API that's RESTful that can accept and send data. There's work to be done. I mean, we can miniaturize the sensors. Through investment and through our research, we can make better systems. So there's always more work to do. This has been a weekend, but we feel we made something new that actually worked. We're very happy with it.
Just on how robust is the air quality sensor?
So air quality sensing is quite difficult. So if you go through the range of sensors that I described, they go from very high quality at the EPA level. Kind of the ones that have been put out in the field are low cost, so they're a lower quality, but they're much cheaper, but they've got a higher spatial sensitivity, so that kind of helps. And then at our level, there'll be, hopefully, a very large amount of them, because we'll kind of cover the city, and they'll be moving, so you've got a larger area. So even though they might be less sensitive than the EPA standard ones, because of the greater coverage, because of things like co-location calibration, whereas you walk by a better one, you can use it to calibrate it, we can kind of make them better through smart algorithms. I think I was just kind of...
Yeah. And also what's important, the particle sensor does measure quantities or particles below 2.5 micrometers, which is exactly the size when it becomes actually dangerous, and that is something that sensor can do. So.
You just want to give a scale you need for sensors?
Sorry, we're
Yeah. Last question.
We'd like to sell about 250,000 in the first 3 years.
Scale size.
Oh, physical size. We aim to have it this size?
Yeah.
Within?
From what area right now?
Where we had about 4 times that size with that single board.